Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's my people doing? How we doing? We should be doing good. I know. Breathe now. Breathe now. I know it was you know, not the game we wanted. How the Chiefs played against the Raiders. The hated Raiders. We can't stand them. But we got the dub. We Jameis Winston. We eating dubs over here. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Wildcard Mar. Welcome to another episode of the Wildcard Chief, episode 13. And yes, it's always feel good to get a victory over them punk ass Raiders. Can't stand them. And what can you say? What can you say? Look, it wasn't what we expected. I'm surely. I expected a blowout. Handed. That the Chiefs was going to easily handle the Raiders. I understand the talent that they have, but they just haven't been a good team. Haven't been able to finish. But hey, we're not gonna complain too much. We got the dub. I can point out some of the bad things that happened in the game, but it's not necessary. We won. We won. The Kansas City Chiefs won. And so they did this proud. But my 5 observations to why the Chiefs won. And I mean, to me, it starts with number 1, Jerick McKinnon. Get it? Number 1 at number 1? Yeah, I know. I didn't intend for that to happen. I'm lying. Yeah, I did. But Jerick McKinnon, you see this dope run that he had right here. Not crazy stats. 8 carries, 53 yards, had a couple of receptions. But I love that effort. Because, this Chiefs team is going to pretty much do a running back by committee. I think we see it. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been doing well this season, doing great, getting in the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco showed some flashes against Tampa Bay in week 4. But in week 5 against the Raiders Monday night, Clyde didn't have it. Isaiah Pacheco, I think, had 1 carry. It was Jerick McKinnon that effort right there in the run. That's what pretty much sparked it. And so, how I see it, Clyde, Isaiah, and hell, Jerick. What's wrong with that 3-headed monster? All 3 have 3 different sets, and I think all 3 can contribute to the run game. If that's what Andy and Eric are going to do, then so be it. But it was a great game by Jerick. I mean, just that run alone that he had, that 30-yard run alone was just enough to get us Chiefs fans, watering and see what he's able to do in this offense. So shout out to Jerick McKinnon. I thought he had an excellent game. Good spark when the Chiefs and the offense needed it. Hey, let's see some more from Jerick McKinnon. Why not? Why not? Observation number 2 on why the Chiefs won. Man, we got to give some props to Darius Harris, number 47. Obviously, you see here, gets the big play, gets the sack. But the man was a tackling machine. 10 tackles, 8 of them solo. Of course, you get the sack and then tackle for loss. But his stats, man, they're up there with Nick Bolton. And we all love Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton is a beast. He's a monster. He's a tackle machine too. Darius Harris was right there with him. And I think we need to pay more attention to what Darius Harris has been doing. Since the Indianapolis game, he got caught out of position on that one touchdown. But other than that, man, he's been pretty damn solid. Darius Harris has been pretty damn solid since the crazy, stupid suspension of Willie Gay. I've already spoken that. I think that was idiotic that he got suspended. But in the meantime, Darius Harris has been playing some damn good football, man. Tackling machine. He's getting better with his coverage. Ever since he gave up that one, was out of position, and that one touchdown that the coach scored after Sky Moore muffed the punt. Other than that play, man, that dude has been on it. So, you know, I hate to say it, you know, just the way that Darius Harris has been playing, and not too much of the has there been a drop off between Willie Gay down to Darius? It really hasn't been that much of a drop off, if you ask me. So when Willie Gay gets back after the Buffalo game in week 6, you know, Spags is going to have to find. I think Darius Harris has done enough to make Spags find plays for him to be in on. You know, make sure that he gets his playing time. Obviously, we know what Willie Gay can do, how good he can be. But hey, I'm not sleeping on Darius Harris. I've been paying attention. That guy's been balling and been doing a great job picking up the slack since Willie Gay has been suspended. And I love it. Observation number 3. Have you seen him? Tell me, have you seen him? Has anybody seen Mecole Hardman? Hey, guess what? He showed up in week 5 against the Raiders. I know it's been a little anemic for Mecole Hardman. A lot of us Chiefs fans have been wanting for Mecole Hardman to explode since drafted. You know, he's shown flashes. You know, and when you leave the old number 10, traded him, the first person that a lot of Chiefs fans were expecting, like, oh, well, it got to be Mecole's breakout year. And honestly, I think he does need to have a good year. If I'm correct, he's going into his final year of his rookie contract with the Chiefs. I would like to see him back. I would definitely like to see Mecole Hardman back. Because, you know, I thought Mecole Hardman had a great playoff run last year, had a great game against the Bills in that division game. But, you know, starting off this year, it's been really, you know, had a touchdown in week 1 against the Cardinals. But for the most part, it's been a real mystery on where Mecole Hardman disappeared. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes missed him on an opportunity to get an easy touchdown last week against the Buccaneers. But, hey, out of the 5 targets that Mecole was targeted on, caught 4 of them, 73 yards. You know, you're looking at an 18.3 average per reception. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And so hopefully that this is a sign that Mecole is getting back to you know, be in that great connection with Pat. And let's be honest, it's going to be a running back committee. This is also going to be a wide receiver committee. It just happened to be Mecole Hardman's night. But here's the thing. I'm looking at the targets that all these guys getting. At least Travis Kelce's getting 8 to 10. MVS has been, his targets is getting up there around 8 per game. Same with Juju. And now, you know, Mecole's getting targets are starting to slowly climb up. So, you know, with all this sharing of the football, these guys are getting their targets. You know, do you want more? Obviously, sure. But they are getting the targets to you know, for the most part, keep everyone happy so far. But I thought Mecole Hardman had a good game. It was nice to see him, you know, come up clutch, especially on that third down play with Patrick. And you know, let's hope that Mecole is trending in the right direction to getting healthy, because I think he is going to, you know, add another layer to this offense. I'm telling you, this offense is like an onion. It's going to have many layers. And, you know, McCole Harmon can be a layer. So can Juju. So can MVS. Definitely Travis Kelce is a layer. And speaking of Travis Kelce, I mean, oh my goodness. Travis Kelce, TK87. That boy good. Just in case y'all didn't know. Just in case you've been living on the rock for the last, 9 years? When he first came to the Chiefs in 2013, missed that whole season due to injury, so missed his rookie season. But after that, been durable as hell. Can't say that for the other tight end that everybody calls so damn good in San Francisco. Put up numbers. I mean, the man's been putting up numbers. Wait, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. What is it? 6 straight seasons? Or 5 or 6 straight seasons with 1,000 yards? Name another tight end doing that. Oh, you can't. It's only one. His name is Travis Kelce. The boys, look, as Chiefs fans, we know how great Tony Gonzalez was. Hall of Famer. Damn good tight end. Damn good tight end. Man, I think Travis Kelce is going to surpass every last tight end and will be the GOAT tight end. I mean, don't argue with me. Argue with your mama. To me, there's no other way to talk about this situation. It's Travis Kelce and everybody else. I know there's a boatload of great tight ends, but come on, man. And it's not me being biased. If you're a football fan, you got to understand that this dude is doing some stuff that ain't no other tight end is doing. And as all 7 touchdowns, I mean, how crazy is his stat line? 7 catches, 25 yards, 4 tutties. My favorite one was a 3rd touchdown. Look at that effort that he put into it. That man was doing his thing. Travis Kelce is weird. It doesn't look like he's slowing down, y'all. He's 33. Travis Kelce, he looks refreshed. He looks like he's like, yo, let's go. I mean, just when I thought he couldn't shock me or amaze me any more than he already has, that game right there, when you have 7 catches, 25 yards for 4 touchdowns, and that 3rd touchdown was chef's kiss. I mean, oh my gosh, Travis Kelce is the damn GOAT. Respected. And of course, my 5th and final key to observation is just resilient effort all around. Let's just call it what it is. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a blazing stat line, but guess what? No turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles. Hell, the offense played a relatively clean game. No turnovers whatsoever. Can we clean up a little bit of blocking for Patrick a little bit? Andrew Wiley and Orlando Brown Jr. in the first half pretty much took turns of who's getting beat worse. But here's the resilient part. Second half, they gave Patrick his time. They gave Patrick his time. As bad as the first half was, they gave him his time. And as Chiefs fans, we've been here before. Obviously, since the Patrick Mahomes era began, being down and not being worried that, hey, 15's going to bring us back and that offense is going to bring us back, as they did. Do I like that strategy or the way that the games go? No, I don't. I hate the fact that, especially to the Raiders, spotting them 17. No, I hated it. I was fuming. But still, in the back of my mind, I'm like, still another half. Still got that good offense. And as bad as the defense was performing in the first half, I mean, Josh Jacobs got what he wanted. Devontae Adams was doing his thing. The defense was resilient when it mattered. Like, absolutely resilient when it mattered. I mean, can we not forget that when the Raiders were going for 2, what a stop. his knee was down. The ball didn't cross the plate. So for all those people keep saying, he got in. Cowherd, you idiot. Sometimes you're an idiot. In that case, you are. Sometimes you say logical stuff, but sometimes, you hit or miss. But they showed up when it mattered. The Raiders wanted to go for the win, and the defense said, ain't having that. I already spoke about Darius Harris, Nick Bolton being the tackle machines they are. Hey, George Karlaftis got a sack, at least a half a sack. Him and Frank Clark, oh my gosh. Been waiting for these two. They shared a sack. It was just a resilient effort all around from the Kansas City Chiefs because that game could have got out of hand, but it didn't. Not only did it not get out of hand, the Chiefs made sure that we're going to take the lead and we're not going to surrender it. And they did just that. Well, let's take a moment, y'all. I know. It's been beat like a dead horse, the whole situation of this roughing the passer. I mean, my goodness. What are we doing? I mean, literally, what are we doing? I mean, what are we doing? Chris Jones, who's been balling this year and having fun doing Chris Jones things, look at this. Look at this. How in the world do you call this roughing the passer? NFL, you got to fix this. You got to do something about it. You know what? Damn it. Forget it. NFL's not going to do nothing about it, y'all. They don't care. They're going to protect the passers because this is a passing league. They want the quarterbacks present in the football games. But I do know one thing. Be consistent with it. Because the same tackle that Grady Jarrett did on Tom Brady is the same exact hit that happened to Tua. But guess what happened in this game against the Raiders? It was the same situation where Patrick got turned and spun around and hit the ground by the defender. That's the same tackle. First, you didn't call it on Tua. And so then he overreacted because of the concussion situation. So you throw the flag on Grady Jarrett because it looks similar. But then when it happens to Patrick, you don't throw the flag? Okay, NFL, I get it. If you're going to call the penalty, call it across the board. Don't pick and choose when you want to call it. Because I think that's where a lot of fans' frustration comes from, is because you're not consistent with the call. If that's what you're going to call this year, make emphasis on calling it, okay. Do it. By all means, do what y'all do. But be consistent. You can't throw that flag on Grady Jarrett because he tackled Tom Brady and not throw the flag on, I think it was Denzel Perryman, who tackled Patrick Mahomes the same way. It's the same exact tackle. Just be consistent, refs. Be consistent, NFL. Be consistent with the call. If you have consistency with calling it across the board, you guess what? Fans like me, podcasters like me, fans like the rest of my Chiefs or Die peoples, my Chiefs fans, we're not caring. NFL fans, we're not making a fuss about it as long as you're consistent with it. But we'll see what happens this week. We'll see what happens this week, because as the Chiefs go further into the toughest schedule in the NFL, y'all know who coming to town in week 6. Yeah, them Bills. And boy, I can't wait to break the preview down on this game, because this is an epic game. Last time we saw the Bills and Chiefs, y'all remember the game that I happened to be in attendance at. I was at the 13-second game, And look, I need to talk to y'all as Chiefs fan and Chief fan. I was there at the game when the Bills went up and got the lead. My heart sunk. Literally, my heart sunk. And I had no idea that within 13 seconds, the magic was about to unfold. And boy, we retreated to a fantastic game with a fantastic finish that was in favor of our Kansas City Chiefs. Boy, I can't wait for this one. Buffalo Bills is a damn good team. But you know who else is a damn good team? Y'all know. Our Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, they are. Anyway, y'all, that's the show. Make sure you tune in to episode 14 as we start giving the Wild Card Mars keys to victory to beat them Buffalo Bills. But in the meantime, you see it scrolling on the bottom of your screen to follow the Wild Card Chief, Wild Card Mars. Please go on over to IOW Sports Network. That is the address for the YouTube page, the same address for the Instagram and the Facebook page, and IOW Sports 1 is the address for the Twitter page as well. So please like, share, follow, subscribe. We appreciate the love here at IOW Sports. The boy Wildcard Mar appreciate you supporting the content. And until next time, and the home of our Chiefs. Peace and love, y'all.
Let's go.